So something just stung me. I don't even know what it was. Come here, Emma. Come here, girl. Here's my Emma girl. Say hi. Emma, can you say hi? Emma, say hi. Yes, she's getting old. I know, baby. I know. She's such a sweet girl. She cannot wait to come out. Every time I come out, she stands at the door and I open it, and then she kind of looks at me like, are you going to tell me to go? And as soon as I tell her, come on, she takes off. She gets so excited, and she does a little walk around the yard. She's 9. She's going to be 9 this fall. So she takes a little walk around the yard while I'm doing my thing. And sometimes she'll come over here. But she's so good with the chickens and everything. Like, she's super good with them. So she's such a sweet little girl. She sheds like a Dickens, though, let me tell you. Right? Right? Can you say hi to everybody? Say, hey, y'all. Say, hey, y'all. All right, so it is another scorcher here in Central Florida, y'all. Loghorn Mom is, there's a lizard in here. He's going to be bait if he don't get out of here. He's definitely in. Oh my gosh, look, he's on me. Well, that didn't startle me in the least, y'all. Oh, it's like I got chill bumps all over. He's like on my shoulder. Oh my goodness. Y'all see him? I got goosies now, those little tiny legs moving across my back. Don't go on my pants. Y'all gonna see Loghorn Mom do a dance if he goes in my pants. He's still on my back. Oh my goodness. I can't believe he's in here in the coop. He's probably like, Mama, help me. Let me see if I can get him off. Hang on, I'll be back. All right, I think I got him off. I'm not positive. We shall find out. If I start doing another little dance, y'all will know. Oh my goodness. I swear, at least it's not a snake. I am so used to lizards, though. I remember when we first moved here when I was a little girl, they fascinated me. And I'd go out and play with them. They wouldn't bother me at all. They're just green lizards. They don't hurt you. Some of them get really big, though. Like, it's pretty crazy how big they get. So I've got lots to do. We leave Saturday, early Saturday for Austin. I think my daughter's going to be here around 4:30. Our plane is at like 6:30, 6:40 or something. So I got a ton to do, not just, normal stuff, but, we've got our businesses, and I've got my team that's going, and I'm doing stuff for them, so I'm working on all that. Now, y'all, I cleaned up for the most part. Come on now. So, I'm working on all that. So, it's been something else. Plus, we're staying with one of our teammates' mama, and so I'm getting her a little gift together to take her, and so I'm just doing things. I'm like, how am I? So we fly with Southwest, and you get not just one bag, but 2 free bags with Southwest. So I am going to have to pack both of them for all the stuff I need. Plus, we bring stuff back. I mean, Cincy hooks us up. We bring back so much stuff. We'll bring back new products for the fall. We'll bring back souvenir, that Cincy gives us and stuff. So we got a lot of stuff we're bringing back too. So even taking 2 there to help me get all my stuff there. And it's not too full. I'm not taking 2 full suitcases. One is like a half suitcase. It's like a carry-on almost. It is a carry-on. It was my old carry-on. So I'm taking that to put stuff in, since it's a free second bag. Free first bag too, which I love. That's why I chose Southwest, so we didn't have to worry about paying any baggage fees. So that was awesome sauce. See a fly. So how y'all doing today? You got to see me dance. Hey, Christy Lynn. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Cynthia. Hey, Anna. Oh, my goodness. All right, let me turn you around. There's Miss Cora. She's like, Mama, where's my food, woman? Where's my food, woman? Where's my food? Miss Anna. Or that's Miss Cora. Miss Anna is over here. She's still dragging her little crop. Hey, Miss Mary. She's trying to get my pop socket. Goodness. So Miss Violet, I took her and Miss Isabel's saddles off because their backs look great and everything was coming in. Well, Mr. Mosley, we've got 4. Mr. Mosley, I come in today and there's goodness gracious, feathers everywhere. And some Mr. Mosley feather and then some black feathers. He has tore my girl's back up. So I'm going to be putting that back on her probably tomorrow. So y'all see it when we go out there. I know you're hungry. I know, I'm getting it. All right. They're like, where is it? They're trying to follow me. Put these eggs down. Got their food over here. The gnats are bad today, y'all. Because it's so hot. I know, baby. So Log Home Dad has me so buttoned up that I've got to get any excess sand out of the door jamb here or my door won't lock. So I'm getting that out. Then I have to scoop up any there. Goodness gracious. Come on now. So it is awful hot today. I don't know if y'all can see how bright it is, but boy. All right, so we got a 3-lock system because, you know, those raccoons, they got opposable thumbs. And that way they lock, you know, you don't have any bow in the door or anything by not having a, you know, middle lock. And then you got your top and your bottom that keeps it from bowing at top or bottom. So let's get these babies some food. Goodness. Doggone gnats today though, y'all. Get them off my baby's food. So I'll show you Miss Violet's back. See what Mr. Mosley's done to her. He's got her back there, so I'm gonna have to put her saddle back on her. So, I mean, it was all pretty, all the new feathers coming out, and then he goes and does that to her. You can tell he's torn up Miss Rose's back too. And of course, Miss Isabel here. And then he gets Anna because she's weak. You can tell that Miss Cora and Miss Mary ain't having as much as the other girls. So I'll get Miss Violet tomorrow and I'll put her saddle back on her. I'm debating on whether to put it back on Miss Isabel, but I'm gonna see how she does. So he'll hold them down and like pull their feathers out, but he ended up, that's probably Miss Cora. I found like 3 of his feathers inside the coop this morning. Hey, Miss Isabel. Hi, baby. And you can tell he's torn up her neck where she had the saddle on. He tore her neck up. So I've got some eggshells over there for them. That's really good for calcium. And they know when they need it. So if you just put it out for them, they know. They kind of regulate themselves. Their body tells them when they need it. Poor Anna, I know. Because he's mounting her. He's getting on top of her to mate with her. And, I mean, they mate several times a day. And that's why I really have been trying to find Mr. Mosley a good home. So that we... Sorry, I was cleaning that lens. So that, you know, he's not hurting my girls. Yeah, he's just awful. He's terrible. He doesn't mess with, I see Mendon Fence's farm is commenting. So He prefers, if you see him right there, he's in there eating the regular chicken food. He prefers that over anything. He likes bananas. He doesn't eat a lot. And so if anybody that's been following me for a while knows, he does not like table scraps and all. He likes the regular food. So I don't know what to do with the boredom buster for him, because that's not his thing. And we do put like, I'll put like a quarter head of cabbage out in the mornings, or I'll take grass and cut it up small and throw it all over the coop so they have something to do. But he prefers regular food. And I mean, he's just in there eating away at the regular food. He does not, chicken scraps is not his thing. So he's in there eating regular food right now. So his boredom busters is being mean to my girls. So poor Miss Isabel's neck, that's all Mr. Mosley. And we've tried so hard. I mean, he's beautiful. I've tried so hard to find him a home, and I have not been able to find him a home. Nobody wants to take a rooster unless they're going to eat him. And I don't have the heart to do that to him. So he is a gorgeous. So he's a Barred Rock, a Bantam Barred Rock. He was one. I always tell people, don't get unsexed chickens, because they're always going to be roosters, always. And he was just the cutest little thing, and he was tiny. I mean, he couldn't have been but like that big. He was so tiny, and those furry feet, and he was just adorable. And of course, he's a rooster. They're always a rooster. I don't think I've heard anybody get one that wasn't sexed that was a hen. So he was a rooster, all right. But he is absolutely gorgeous. He's beautiful. He's just, the male. And poor girls, they're so much happier when he's not around. And Miss Cora don't put up with much. So she's my biggest hen. So she does not, you can tell, like, her feet are huge. She does not put up with much at all. And Miss Mary would be my next dominant hen. So Miss Anna's she's got my pendulous crop. She is definitely my most docile, just because of her condition. And then Rose would be my next docile. And then Violet and Isabel, they just kind of do their thing. They're in the middle. They know that. And I think those are the two that gets it the worst by him. So he's still in there eating regular food. But yeah, he is gorgeous. We love him. I mean, he's absolutely beautiful. But he's been flogging me and Log Home Dad and my daughter. And he does it, when we're least expecting it. So like, I'll put the board away and then take the door and go to close it up. And when I go to close up the door, he takes a flying run from inside and comes out just ready to attack. And so that's been his latest mode of attack. But last week, he was sitting up on the roost, which is right there. So he was sitting up on the roost. There's 2 levels inside. And I shut it and just always peek in on him, make sure I put the door down on the hen box and everything so they can get in there, the little bar. And I shut the door, peeked in on him, and when about the time I peeked in on him, he attacked the window. Like, thank goodness that was the screen side, because he would have broke it. It scared me to death. But he's just, I don't know what it's been. So we've tried everything. We've tried all the typical, smacking him, kicking him, leaving him alone, ignoring him, squirting him with water. Log Home Dad has picked him up a few times by the feet. And that calms him down. That's usually the thing that works the best. It calms him down. He doesn't bother us anymore that whole time. But there's just so many, we've tried so much with him and nothing really seems to work. So my daughter's really, it's so funny. My daughter's 5'9" and she is so afraid of him. So when she comes over to do the chickens, she kind of opens the door and throws it in. Like, my cookie sheet used to be nice and square, and it's all because she'll get it caught in the door and everything. So he's a mess. But we've literally tried everything. We've picked him up, carried him around. I know. I can't, Miss Vicky. I can't stew him. Oh my gosh. I guess because I grew up, my parents didn't have many animals once growing up. We had a few things running around, and my dad went hunting all the time, and everything he did with the animals was very traumatic. He drank a lot, was very abusive. So anything he did with the animals was extremely horrific. I mean, he shot a rabbit one time. I think he shot it like in the hind legs, and I could hear the gun go off, and I'm an adult now. I'm like 19, and I saw the rabbit come running out of the field into the yard, and he come running after it and caught it and bent down with a pocket knife and beat it in the head till it died. He had a calf, and the calf was drowning. I don't know exactly what happened. I can't remember exactly, but I mean, he was beating it in the chest, trying to get it to, I don't know what he was trying to do. I don't know what he was doing. He had a huge sow. She was huge. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you how big she was. She was the biggest sow I've ever seen. And when he went to go kill her, he had to shoot her 5 times in the head to kill her. So, I guess I witnessed so much abuse and stuff, like I don't even have the heart. So I was a high schooler, and we incubated eggs, and the ones we incubated were Chinese silkies, and they needed people to take them home. And I took home this cute Chinese silkie and kept it as my pet. And I'd come home from school every day, and the doggone thing would come running up to me. It couldn't wait to see me. Well, one day I come home and it's not there no more. And my dad's like, I don't know what happened to it. Well, that night, we happened to have chicken for dinner, and I still don't know if that was my chicken. I don't think it was, because I think it would have been there wouldn't have been no meat. He was a little thing. But the whole time eating dinner, he was balking and being ugly and calling it my chicken's name and stuff. So I have such a hard time with animals I raise. Log Home Dad would do it, but I have such a hard time with animals I raise, and I don't think I could raise meat chickens. It's just not in me. And I just think it's from childhood stuff that's happened. So, yeah, that's kind of my story. Part of my story, y'all. Part of my story. Yep. I had to put a couple down because the rooster runs down. Oh, yep. So that would be different. I mean, I would definitely put them down if something happened, if they did something. We had, so if you've been with us long enough, we had Mr. Carson. All my chickens are named after Downton Abbey characters. So we have Mr. Carson. He was a Barred Rock. He was huge, and I'm saying huge. I couldn't even pick him up. He was that big. Log Home Dad could pick him up, and he was mean. He attacked me so many times, and we thought about putting him. We isolated him thinking he would get better, and he actually hit that window over there and shattered it while we were gone. My daughter was watching, so we couldn't let him out. We thought, well, we'll let him roam. But then I thought, if he attacks somebody, and he would, I really think he would. And so he didn't care anymore. He would attack me. He would attack Log Home Dad, and his spurs were unbelievably big. And when he flogged me, I mean, he cut my skin open. So, yeah. That was hard, but we did find him a home, and actually the guy that got him spent a lot of time with him. He's outside now, so he's not the dominant. I think that's what happens is when they're in a smaller environment, they become the dominant chicken, and they just want to show their dominance to everybody. And I think that's what he did. Well, now he's not. I think where he went, they have about 30-40 chickens, and they free range, so I don't think he is that dominant chicken anymore. And he actually follows the guy around and everything, as far as I know. Now, I don't know if they would tell me if they got rid of him, but I think they would eat him if he did do something. So I was fully prepared for that too. So, but he was huge. But I'll never any chickens we get from now on will definitely be sexed. Because we can't let them run because we have so many predators here. Our whole intentions when we got them, though, we were going to let them roam and free range during the day and roost at night like normal people do. And the first night on our wildlife cam, there was a bobcat. Like, he was sitting that right there. The tree's kind of growing up, but it's a tree stub. And Log Home Dad cuts it down every once in a while. So it's a stump. And we have a wildlife camera here, and we have one behind me. And the very first night we put them in the coop, there was a bobcat. And he was almost as big as our golden. So he was really big. And then we've got coyote that live on this property here. There's 30 acres right here. It's really them and us, and our neighbors back here have 5. And then we have if y'all have been following us long enough, you know that we have a wetlands behind us. So this is the acreage, and everything else around us is completely built up neighborhoods. So all the wildlife is on our properties. So we have a big coyote family. I know it's mom, dad, and at least 3 littles, and I'm sure she's had more by now. We've seen the fox on our wildlife camera. And then of course we have raccoon and possum, but those are, and they come out, the coyote come out during the day, so they don't care. So that's been a big deal. So we didn't, I don't want to lose them to predators. We've seen the coyote drag chickens and cats and everything through our yard. So, and they come out all times of day and night. And so we don't want to lose our chickens to the predators, but we definitely need to find a home for Mr. Mosley. So I'm hoping we can find him one. We have a couple of Tractor Supplies by, but if I put a thing out on their boards, they're going to make Mr. Mosley a meal. I just know it. So, which I don't know how much you could get from him. He ain't got much on him. He's all fluffy because of his feathers, but I mean, he's gorgeous. He's so beautiful. He is like the prettiest chicken. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully we'll find him a home. All right, y'all. I'm scared to live near coyotes. Girl, it is. It's because they're really not afraid. I mean, they're skittish, of course, and they're big. I mean, they're bigger than our Emma girl. So, and we don't let our dogs out, like Emma, the only time she goes out is like this right now. So even when they go potty and stuff, we walk out with them and we come right back in. We don't just leave them outside unattended. And it's too hot anyway to do that, but we don't do that. All right, y'all. Well, I'm going to get in. I've got lots to do. I've got about 100 samples to make for my trip and for my customers. And I've got just a ton of stuff. And Log Home Dad's will be home in a couple hours. And we've got to run some supplies over to somebody. And so that's kind of our day. And maybe we'll have a couple hours tonight to spend together. We ain't have much of that. Log Home Dad come home super late last night. He had already eaten, he had gotten a sub for lunch and ate the other half on the way home. So he literally took a shower and crashed in the recliner and he was gone. Even the grandbabies were over the other night, and Little Miss crawled, they were both on his lap, and then sorry about that. Little Miss crawled back on his lap, and I look over and he is dozing off with her on his lap. And I don't know how he can do that because she is a Little Miss busybody. She is moving constantly. So, all right, well, I'm going to get back in, but we love you guys, and I'll be back on tomorrow. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye.